What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is my rant. I just want to talk about the PS5. I got a special guest, SSJ. Me and him disagree with this topic, but we're going to keep it clean. I think you do agree with me that the PS5 is expensive.
Yeah, it's still because $500, that's half of $1,000. Not a lot of people just have that sitting around in their pocket just like that because you got bills and other things to pay for. People don't have $500 sitting around just to purchase a console like that.
My thing is the PS5 basically been out for like 4 years, going on 4 years. Like, it should be lower. And this is what my rant is about. It should like at least be $200 or $300 because like I was telling you earlier, when I bought the PS4, I bought the PS4 real late. I bought it 4 or 5 years into its life cycle, and it was like 200 and something. It was like 250. And you could really get it
200 is kind of downplaying the PS5 though, because 200, like, it should be more than 200. I'm not saying I want to spend more, but it's definitely worth more than $200. So I'll say, let's say like 300 or 350 is what they should lower it to, maybe 400.
So what's the difference?
But I think 200 is too low.
What's the difference between the PS4 and the PS5? Because a lot of people told me that the graphics is a little better and the load up time is a little better, and besides that, it's almost the same shit. So
I don't know who told you that, but those people must not know nothing about specs. So first of all, the PlayStation 5 has so many different specs that surpasses the PlayStation 4. Is crazy. Like ray tracing, like whenever you're playing a game with like a lot of details in the background, it pretty much traces that whole screen for you with its performance. So basically everything looks super realistic, like the hair, people sweating on their facial emotions, when you see the veins and muscles in their face, things like that. The control actually feels good. You see it on the screen right there. They're trying to open that little door, Spider-Man right there.
Yeah.
It's like I forget what it's called. The trigger have like some kind of feature where it feels like you're shooting a gun, or it feels like you're moving things. And it has like that nice feeling on the controller.
And sorry for interrupting you, but do you feel like someone should have a decent TV, or it doesn't matter of the TV brand to play a PS5?
Well, I'm sure the TV definitely helps, because if you just have like a regular old 1080p TV from like 2018 or 2019, then yeah, it's not going to look super great on a PS5 that's usually native to 4K resolution, because that's the highest resolution that the PS5 has like on its output. And if your TV isn't at least 4K, then yeah, you might not notice the difference that well. But if you have like a really good TV, like an OLED or a 75-inch TV with that 4K in it, then you're definitely going to notice the games looking a lot nicer and cleaner.
So how much do you think it should be? Because I feel like if the system is 4 years old, I feel like it should be between $250 and $300. How much do you think it should be, since you actually have the PS5, right? Right? Do you have it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
So how much do you think it should be from a 4-year life time right now? Because it's been 4 years, basically.
I'd say about 300 to 350.
350? Whew.
300 or 350, because there's two different versions. It's not just one version of the PS5. There's one that has the disc, and then there's one without the disc, and then there's one that has what is it? And there's actually a slim version, and then there's a regular version. So there's different versions of the PS5 as well.
Can we agree the basic version without the disc should be $250, the basic, and then go up from there?
Yeah, I can agree to that. Like if it's the version without the disc, it's just the digital, then yeah, it should be cheaper. Like
yeah, I just think $500 and something is insane for a system that's been out, and it doesn't have a crazy like video games. Like it probably have about like 20 or 30 video games in the library, maybe 50. It doesn't have a crazy library right now full of games.
Yeah, that's the only downside. We don't have the two, like, it's not like we have like a whole lot to choose from as far as the PlayStation 5 library goes. But at the very least, you can still play PlayStation Vita games, PlayStation 4 games, some PlayStation 3 games. But yeah, there definitely should be more PS5 games, which we are getting starting October of this year. And then by the end of next year, we're having a lot more games for PS5 as well.
When are they going to stop playing and make it be backwards capability where we could just play PS1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 games on there? Like, when are they going to stop playing? And why do you think they're not allowing that in this system?
That's actually a good question. I would like to see backwards compatibility for PlayStation 1 and 2 games. I think a big reason could be like licensing. Like trying to get the rights to actually have the game be on the new console and have it run smooth on the PS5. It's going to take like a lot of different teams to actually have it run on the software that's compatible with the PS5 rather than having it just be a singular software that only works for the PlayStation 1 via diff. So there's probably a lot of other different things, but I definitely do know that that was something a lot of fans wanted. When the PlayStation 5 was announced, we wanted to play PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 games, and it's just unfortunate that we haven't gotten that yet.
I hope PS6, I hope they do that, because you got lifelong fans that still want to play their old games on the new system. And I think it's an easy fix for them to do. I think they're not doing it on purpose because they still want us to maybe purchase PS2s and 3s and 4s.
That's what I was thinking too, because a lot of these, I don't know if you have a lot of them near your city, but a lot of these retro gaming stores are starting to open up now. And GameStop even is starting to sell like retro gaming consoles, like old school, like PS1, PS2, whatever from back then. So I think they know that people are starting to want to get that nostalgia and play their old school games that they played growing up. So I definitely can see PlayStation or the people at Sony saying, well, you know what? I don't think we really need to right now because people are still going to play these old games and play them by the old console.
Okay. I'm going to basically end this video here because I got to edit it. And the longer the video is, the harder it is to cut it and chop it off. But I think we both agree that $500 and something is way too much, Sony.
Yeah, it is.
So they need to change that. And I agree with you when you said about the gaming systems and why I think they got some type of thing behind doors. Well, it might hurt the retro shops, or it might hurt a lot of things going on, and they just want the money to keep coming. It's all about money.
Because my thing is, maybe they were thinking, well, if we put these games to be available on the newer consoles, then what's the point of the older consoles? No one's going to buy those anymore.
Yep. Yeah, it's all about money. But I'm going to end this right here. And do you want to tell everybody about your YouTube channel, your 2 channels?
So I have my SSJ Namikaze channel where I talk about Dragon Ball stuff, anime. Sometimes I'll talk about Marvel and DC stuff if I feel about talking about it. But as of recently, not really. And then I also have the Namikaze games, which I just post like a lot of gameplay from some of the games that I play, or I do playthroughs and walkthroughs.
Okay, that's good. Everybody, check his channel out. If y'all want to join my Discord, we're looking for new people every day. So if you want to join the Discord and you're not a weirdo, join the Discord, join the family. We talk nerdy stuff, and I hope y'all enjoy y'all day from the bottom of my heart.
Amen.
Amen.